My Isabella and I have been married for quite a while now, long enough to earn the kind of money that allows you to finally buy everything you've always wanted. There were no kids in our plan, and frankly, we didn't focus much on it. I had bigger dreams, dreams that didn't involve diapers or school runs. For years, I poured my heart into building my own business. I worked relentlessly, and finally, I saw the fruits of my labor. I started my own company, hired a team, built a reputation, crafted the right advertisements, and earned the trust of our clients. This story, my story, began and ended within the four walls of my office. It was here that I found myself searching for an assistant, someone to take care of all those little tasks that piled up, the ones I just couldn't find the time for. And then one day, she walked into my office. A girl, quiet, young, and sharp. She was eager, almost desperate, to work for me. But honestly, I didn't even need to worry about the selection process. She threw herself into the job and she nailed it. She was good, really good. A week or two passed, and things seemed fine. But then, out of nowhere, Harper started to change. In front of others, she was still that sweet, professional assistant. But when we were alone, it was like a switch flipped. She became bold, flirty. She'd throw me these looks that made me uncomfortable, touch me in ways that were a little too familiar, and shower me with compliments that felt more like attempts to get my attention. The tipping point came one day when she leaned in close, as if she was going to kiss me. I managed to dodge it just in time, but my patience had run dry. "Listen," I said, trying to stay calm but failing. "I've kept quiet for a while now. I saw what was happening, thought maybe it was nothing, but this is too much. I'm married, and I'm not interested in anything more than a professional relationship here. No offense, but if this continues, I'll have no choice but to let you go. I don't want to lose a good employee, but I need to make myself clear. I hope you understand." She lowered her gaze, nodded without saying a word, and returned to her desk, looking like nothing had happened. Another week passed. Everything seemed normal again, and I almost forgot the whole incident. But then, as if on cue, it all started up once more. The looks, the flirtation. She practically threw herself at me, making every interaction feel like a game. That was it. I couldn't take it anymore. The line had been crossed for the second time, and now there was no turning back. It's a shame, really, but I faxed her my resignation letter. I didn't even feel like telling her face to face. The moment she saw it, the girl rushed toward me, tears streaming down her face, begging me not to let her go. "I won't stand for this kind of behavior in my team anymore," I said, trying to keep my cool. "I'm sorry, but I'd rather hire someone who values their job more than whatever it is you're thinking. The decision is final." She flinched and took a step toward me, but then stopped. Her head dropped, and she looked down at the floor. "Please, I'm begging you. I really love my job. I need it. Take back your resignation letter. I didn't want to cause you any trouble, trust me. I swear. I have James. I love him. Your wife hired me." And then it hit me. The twist was clear as day. Your Isabella was behind all of it. She cried a little, plopping down on the table. "Let's dig deeper into this," I said. I sat there, half amused, watching as Harper spilled everything. She told me she used to work in a cafe where my Isabella came often. That's where they met, and it was there that my Isabella had offered her a hefty sum and a job, with the task of getting close to me, seducing me, and pushing me into a corner where I'd cheat. But why would she do that? I asked, genuinely confused. Harper quickly explained, her voice trembling. Apparently, the plan was that once I made the mistake, Isabella could file for divorce and claim a hefty portion of the assets. Afterward, she'd run off with her lover and the money. Harper spoke fast, her eyes wide with fear. I almost felt a little sorry for her. But at the same time, it was all becoming crystal clear. The whole thing was one big scheme, masterminded by my Isabella. "Calm down," I reassured her. "I'm not going to betray you. You won't lose your job for telling me the truth. Don't worry about it anymore. I'll handle everything. Now get back to your work." In the end, the girl was relieved. She became my trusted confidant and worked with me for many years after that. But what about my faithful Isabella? On the very same day, I called the notary and discreetly transferred everything that was registered in my name, everything I owned, at a symbolic price to my close friends, keeping it all hidden from Isabella. Just as Harper had predicted, Isabella filed for divorce, and before long, I was summoned to court. I couldn't help but feel a sense of triumph when I saw the expression on her face in front of the notary, who had no sympathy for her and coldly read out the papers and contracts that were not in my name, or hers. Yes, we had to divide the proceeds from the sale of the property, as well as her car and our shared department, but it was a fraction of what she had hoped to take from me according to her original plan. After the divorce, Isabella called me multiple times, threatening to expose everything and demanding I pay her what she believed was owed. But of course, none of that came to pass. It seemed her lover wasn't thrilled with the way things turned out either. So I'm sure my ex will have another surprise coming her way soon enough.